Wicked people. Why do they intentionally harm you? No remorse. It's just wicked people. You know, I really have been trying to figure out how to take this. All my life, I have been dealing with wicked people on the basis of the things I'm going to tell you. And this is a talk that I should be clearly looking at you, talking to you in a way that you don't hurt the way I hurt. Wicked people do things to you. They would do whatever they can to harm you. These are tears of happiness and joy because you have somebody that's going to try to get you to understand a wicked person. You need to be aware of wicked people. Wicked people will intentionally try to harm you. But if you listen to what I'm telling you, you will overcome them. You would be greater than them, because the one thing about a wicked person, they will always try to harm you. But if you listen to what I'm going to tell you, if you pay attention why they manipulate you, why they deceive you, why they try to embarrass you, why they try to punish you, why they try to harm you, why they try to destroy your peace on purpose, I will show you how you can overcome and how to deal with wicked people. But I got to tell you what fuels their behavior, why they act this way, and how to protect yourself. I'm going to give you solutions to protect yourself. This person didn't beat me at the game. It hurts because you're going to have wicked people around you all the time. Until you learn how to deal with people. And this is why I talk about the character of people and the way that people are. The character people can harm you and try to take you down. But if you pay attention and recognize the people I tell you about, they can never harm your heart or soul. Listen to me. If you have to watch this over, if you have to go read something again, I'm telling you, pay attention to people. Most people are not your friends. Most people are not for you. And this is why I'm doing this talk. So I'm going to get started into it, and I want to tell you why I was in the pain that I felt. So thank you for joining me. You will love Dr. Pamela Smith. And if you've been following me, I've been doing this for over 15 years, and my goal is to help you find love, get love, keep love, just enhance the love that you already have. Thank you for following and commenting and leaving your liking everything. And make sure you hit the notification bell. I thank you for being a part of Love Dr. Pamela. I want to go right into this because this talk is to help you protect your mental mindset, your spiritual mindset, and your emotional mindset. And I was going to do another talk on different things, and just watch, I'll have some other ones coming out. But I had to do this one because it keeps happening to not only me, to many other people. It keeps happening because I don't know if it's the day and time, but a lot of time it's not that. It's the person and their personality. And when I tell you about this, I'm going to give you the top people that are this way. type of personality, type of character, their behaviors. You have to pay attention. But let's first talk about what a wicked person is. A wicked person is someone who intentionally harms others. Intentionally, do you understand? Harms others. And they ignore the conscience and operate in a cruelty, manipulation, deceit, or revengeful way without remorse. Do you understand? This is so important that you understand where I'm coming from with this type of person. Because this type of person you do not want in your life. They can never be your friend. They can never be someone that you would take and keep in your life. You have to remove a wicked person from your life. So I'm going to go into this, and I hope that anyone watching me, don't be angry at me if this is you find this in you. Because if you're this person, you need to change. Because you think you're getting over, and you're not. But I'm going to tell you about these people that are wicked. Because they are the one that have the issues. You do not. They are the one that have an issue with you. And sometimes that issue has a lot to do with being insecure about you. And I'm going to tell you the things that that it is that cause them to be that way against you. They're insecure. They're envious of you. They feel inferior by you. They think they're overlooked, and they're threatened by you. And when they feel this way, they want to attack. And they attack you because that they feel is going to boost their ego and make them feel better. A person like that, you don't need to compete with them. It's not worth your time. You don't need to set no type of time with them. You need to set your emotional and physical boundaries and keep them away from you. Because they're threatened by you. Did you hear me? They're threatened by you. You want no one that is threatened by you in your life. Because they pretty much hate you. And I say this because I don't know if you all had followed this story that went on in Cabo. And these young ladies killed another young lady because one of the person was so jealous and envious of her. And it hurt my soul because you wouldn't believe that someone can be so wicked and so evil to harm them to where they kill them. And this is why I'm talking about this. Because wicked people are not worth being in your life. I'll give you an example. There was a client I had when we're talking about envious and insecure. She had gotten a promotion, and her friend started gossiping and trying to sabotage her. She thought the person that she worked with was her friend. And she started gossiping about her. She started sabotaging things that was going on at her job. She started excluding her from things. Not because Lisa, the girl, and I said her name, that was my client, did anything wrong. It's because success triggered the hate of the person, of her coworker. And the envy and the insecurity kicked in. And so she was going to do anything she could to sabotage her because she felt threatened. And this is what I'm talking about. I could talk about another person that like that. It's like when a person is abusive in your workplace, right? They can be abusive. or maybe they, something happened where when they were young, they grew up around things that had a lot to do with cruelty. They normalize cruelty as love or power. But they repeat it because this is all they know. This is more like humiliation or punishment. And so they want to try to control what is happening around them. And in order for them to do that, they become cruel. That's what you call a person that's being wicked. You got to recognize people who have patterns, trauma patterns. You got to avoid trying to heal people like that. You can't fix them. I'm telling you, you can't fix them. And it's just, you have to choose to be distant from them. You got to be distant from them. I'll give you another one. And a lot of times we talk about this and we try to say narcissistic person is not this way. But I'm going to say narcissistic people have some wickedness in them. It's almost like when they feel they can't have their way because they feel entitled. They're pretty much self-centered. They pretty much lack empathy because they're narcissists. And they see people as a tool. And so they get angry when they're not getting their way. And they'll do things to cause you harm. See, it's just so when, and if you look back, go back into my other video, I talk about narcissistic people. When you're dealing with narcissistic people, you can't explain your feelings over to them. You have to stop explaining what you don't like about them and what they're doing. Because they know they're not right. And you don't have to explain over and over. Stop, giving, going over and then stop trying to keep giving and trying to fix it. Because you're not. Because they don't see the consequences. So you just need to be prepared to walk away. I tell y'all about this all the time. Walk away from people that are narcissistic anyway. They got to want to fix themselves. You're not going to fix a narcissistic person because they have multiple personalities. And it's just not good. So let's talk about another person. This is a person that operate on revenge and bitterness. So here's my thing. When you deal with a wicked person and you have outdone something they believe you've done, right? They seek revenge on you. They're bitter. So they're going to figure out how to come back and hurt you because they were hurt by somebody in their past and they never healed from it. So now they want to hurt other people. They believe hurting others is going to keep them in control. Because they were hurt. So they feel like they were hurt. So now they looking to get revenge and get back at you. You can't engage with them. You have to shut them down. I had a young lady when I used to be in this office. This young lady I knew she was wicked. When I first met her, we had an encounter. I never bothered her in my office. I mind my business in my office. I did what I was supposed to do in my office. But she would find something wrong with me. And it wasn't that she was seeking revenge only. She was envious and jealous. These things compiled based on how she thought or felt about me. So I confronted her and told her she was wicked. I told her in her face she was wicked. And I told her I don't deal with wicked people. I don't like wicked people around me. I don't entertain wicked people. I let her know she was wicked. Because I told her she was so wicked, she decided she was going to try to figure out how to cause me harm within my business place. So she would tell lies about things happening in my office that were untrue. She went so far as that she did a police report. That's what I'm talking about, wicked. These people are not people you want to have in your life. You have to refuse to engage with them emotionally. Do not go back and entertain them. You act like they don't exist. Do not explain yourself with them. Do not go back and forth with them. You distance yourself from wicked people, and you definitely distance yourself from a revengeful person. There's no reason to have no conversation. Move on. Don't even waste your time. If you're in a relationship with somebody like that, that is wicked to you, that's not your mate. Because there was no reason for that person to treat you that way. And I meant to tell you that about a narcissistic person. When a person treats you a certain way, that's not your mate. I don't care what they say, how much they apologize. They would have never been that way to you if they didn't have some form of wickedness in their heart. There's no coming back, no matter what they say. You have to end that relationship. That person is not your mate. And I know a lot of you all think it was just a moment. They won't do it again. I promise you they will do it again. Because they have the personality trait of something that caused them harm, like that trauma I was just explaining to you. If they are manipulators, they're seeking to overpower you. They crave from being dominant. They crave from being in control. That's part of one of the narcissistic behavior is manipulation, power, self-centered, control. So if you're dealing with a manipulative person, the wickedness is that they got to control how they're feeling, and they don't want to feel superiority to you, and they don't like what you just did. And I'll give you an example. And I dated someone that was this way. Yeah, we broke up. And they was handling my phone account. So rather than calling me saying, hey, I need to get this off of my account, let me know if you can go in and transfer it to your account, they just cut it off. When they knew that I used it for business. Are you see where I'm going? That's wicked. They ain't angry. They angry, but they wicked at the same time because they can't control what they can't have no more, which is you. And that person couldn't have me anymore. So they were angry that I wouldn't talk to them, answer their call. So they got angry and just cut the phone off. That's wicked. It's not just they're angry, they can't have me, and mad that the relationship ended. They're wicked. I'm going to explain the evil to you because there's a difference between wicked and evil. And this is why I'm explaining this to you. A wicked person is calculated. An evil person is going to do it. That's the difference. And that's why I'm explaining to you the people that you have around you. When you see them treat you a certain way or say something a certain way, they're not your friend, and you have to get them out your life. Because you know, if you're paying attention to what, you got to recognize their tactics and their behavior. So a manipulative person is going to be manipulation. They're going to do things on the basis of their behavior. You keep your communication with them short and to the point. That's it. Don't argue with them. Don't say nothing. Set your boundaries and keep them moving. Another person. A person, they hate consequences. A wicked person hates consequences. They hate you telling them and correcting them or disciplining them on the basis of how they are. And that's why the young lady did what she did to me at my office. Because I told her she was wicked. I told her the type of person she was. I told her how she lacked accountability. that she had to go cause harm because she couldn't accept the things that she has done. So what she was going to do was blame me and everyone else for her issues. And so it was my fault. No. People like that, you have to take action on what they do at that time. I took action and told her what I thought. Stop covering up and apologizing for them. No. Refuse to participate in any of their lies or their chaos. Because they don't care about the consequences that they're about to get in, and they're going to put you in it. And they won't care. I'm telling you right now, a wicked person wouldn't care if they harm your life, your business, your job. They don't care. That's a wicked person. Because they're going to blame you for everything. This is real talk, people. This is real talk. It's even one of them I found that I was shocked when I was studying about wicked people was those who are spiritually numb. Like they have they're just emotionally empty. And they disconnect from values, compassion, consciousness. And they operate without no moral responsibility. Yeah, I know some things about wicked people. That was one I never really thought about. How some people can be so emotional empty. And the point is you can't change them. Stop thinking that you're going to change somebody that's way. Because it's a lot of work. They need help. They have mental issues. It's just like sometimes you say the person is bipolar. No, they're not bipolar. They're just emotionally empty. They may be dealing with some type of mental illness, but they got a lack of emotional health. And you have to stay far away. Because people like that, they'll lie on you. They'll borrow money from you and say and never return it. They feel no guilt at all. So I'm just saying, people like that you have to stay away from. And I'm going to give you one more and then I'm going to let it go. Wicked people enjoy causing people pain. That's the biggest one. That when I look back at it, and I looked at the people that crossed my path and that were wicked to me, they were hoping that they was causing me pain. They were going to cause me pain because I dealt with it at the time and I moved on and I ended it and got them far away from me. But wicked people, what's that word? They live in chaos and drama and control. To them is power. And they think sometimes it's a thrill for them, sometimes it's entertainment, sometimes they have zero conscience. People, you have to cut access to people, wicked people. If I don't say nothing else in any of my talks about anybody, about behavior, I need you to go over this. I'm going to put a workbook together. I'm going to put something, and I'm working on this site for you guys right now. I'm going to put this together. And it will be giving you the breakdown of a wicked person. I'm working on some things that I can put together for you to instantly get so you can pay attention to a person's personality and when they change up and when they say things and when they do because you have to cut access, they allow them access to you in your life. You can't let them stay in your life. Do not entertain them. Do not stay their friends. Do not continue the relationship. You have to end it. And I mean end it. Because they are not going to change. Especially if they are over a certain age. And I would say 30. And that's pushing it. You got to leave them alone. They're not worth being in your life. They will cause you harm. If you recognize yourself in these patterns, you need to seek help because you ought to be tired of feeling confused and controlled and hurting and harming people and being drained by draining another person. But if you feel drained, that's being controlled by a wicked person who want to use you and harm you. If you need any help in that, please book a one-on-one consultation with me. I can help you recognize a person that is wicked. I can help walk you through your situations, and I can create a plan for you to help you. Because I'm telling you, you have to have self-respect in a person. You gotta protect your peace. Because a wicked person is not gonna change. You can't change a wicked person. You're just not gonna be able to do it because they're not white. They're not right. So I hope that the information I gave you about wicked people and why you must stay away from wicked people. You have to protect yourself. Their goal is to hurt you on purpose. And you are to leave them alone. Okay? I hope that the information I gave you will help you understand about this topic right here. It is so important. So important. Please go back over it again and listen to what I'm saying to you. Because I've been around wicked people. And they will never be your friend. And they will never love you the way you should be loved. Leave them alone. So you've been with Love Dr. Pamela. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you're in a relationship about peace, joy, and happiness. And just be patient. Relationships and love is just delayed. So thank you for joining me. We'll be back as we talk more about love,